welcome to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Day 8. We have arrived on site. Not sure if it's turned over to Day 8 yet, so we'll have a look.
You're welcome, baby.
We are currently featuring Deep House, relaxing study music from the Grand Sound. Looks like we're having some issues getting into the expo. What to do?
You're welcome, baby.
Call somebody. Call the support. Who's supposed to be doing this? Quite possible that it hasn't flicked over to Day 8 yet, so just want to confirm. There we are, same as yesterday. Well, that leaves us a chance to test out the ones that we didn't get to test yesterday. So let's head on over to the spaceport. Which one did I arrive in? So the Expo Day 8 stream just turned into Expo Day 7 ship testing. So now is a good time to have a cup of coffee. I think we have 45 seconds till we get to the spaceport, or the tram hopefully arrives. Well, we still haven't found a way to force the train out. Not too sure how that works.
Hey, man.
Hey, morning, evening, whatever happens your end.
Morning here.
Excellent. Let's say it's morning here too. Makes me feel better for not having breakfast yet.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. How are you doing?
All right, all right.
Well, hoping to cheer you up a bit if possible.
I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you.
No problem. So, anything good happening today?
Not really. Had my last day of the long weekend and play some Star Citizen. Probably
Excellent.
about it. Rainy
Yeah.
day outside. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I see that the expo hasn't switched to day 8 yet.
No, I just went in there myself.
So I'm off to some moon, I guess, to try out some stuff. While I wait for that,
Okay.
maybe one of those hover races. I rarely get to try the hover vehicles due to the fact that I always get killed.
Okay.
Maybe I need to learn how to do that better or find a flat area. Wow.
That's a tough thing to find. It's one of the problems I've had with the way they do the surfaces is everything is rocky or craters or, whatever. Hard to find an area where there's decent, just reasonably clear flats that just go flat out and practice and whatever. Where was I the other day? Oh, Aerial. I forget which one, Bezdek? I don't know. One of the places on Aerial. It wasn't terrible for hover bikes because they will go over small rocks.
Yes. I think it's the hills that get you.
Yeah. and judging how big of a rock you can go across because it's sometimes they pop up and they surprise you with how big they are.
Right. And also, I wanted to see how the Herald performs in atmosphere.
Very well in a straight line.
Awesome. I do like ships that can move without exiting space.
Well, there's acceleration and there's top speed, right? The acceleration is absolutely phenomenal. Top speed, I'm not sure what it is. I've never really tried that in low atmosphere. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, so obviously we would like to compare it to the Pisces. I hear that it's not too shabby.
It's not too shabby. My favorite low atmosphere ship in general is Gladius.
Oh,
That is very fast in low atmosphere. Very aerodynamic, and it's got a decent amount of power. So it does around 500 at low altitude on Hurston, which is about the densest air we have.
yes. Well, that's nice. So you can
Oh,
actually
yeah.
go for a tour on that without spending half an afternoon just traveling.
Yeah, and in fact, because it's so fast in atmosphere, it's also very fast getting out of atmosphere. It's wonderful for that.
And what about fuel consumption?
Oh, it's what you'd expect for, a light fighter. It's got big engines. It's going to go through hydrogen pretty quick.
Right.
It's not as bad as an Arrow, but it's not, not going to last all day, right?
Yeah, that rarely happens. But some of them have been really bad, but then they've changed it lately, haven't they? So you need to relearn.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, they did. Well, no, I'm glad they did it. They rebalanced everything, but
Yes.
the 890 in particular was just absurd.
Indeed. Really, you could only make one trip. If you made it to your destination with 25% left after exiting an entry, that was luxury.
Right?
And then it wouldn't refuel anywhere, as far as I could
I
tell.
know. Yeah.
So the insurance companies had a lot to do. So that's not often you have to change the model every time it runs out of gas. Oh, I still have a bunch here since the other day. I still have a reclaimer even. That's nice.
Yeah, just for the hell of it, I just went in and rented another Caterpillar, and I'm going to do that thing where I claim it.
Which thing is that?
Oh, where are you on when we were talking about that? So if you rent a ship, there's a bug, good bug. If you rent the ship during the expo, okay,
Oh.
and then you go and you claim it, the clock goes away.
Ah, well, why don't I do that? Oops. Do I have to? So I have to crash it and then claim it, yeah?
No, just go over to the terminal and spawn it, and then after it's spawned, you'll be able to hit claim.
Right. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Here we go. Oh, so I'm keeping the Hello Kitten.
I did that as well. Yes.
So
Now I think once they do a wipe, we'll lose this, but for now, it's an interesting way to get ships cheap.
yeah. All right. Well. So the only thing to do then with that is that when you claim it, it will be unavailable for a while unless you want to pay.
True.
So the one you want to take out at the moment is not the best one to do it for.
Well, it depends on how big it is and whether you want to pay the expedite. Because if
Right.
you're talking about, the Hello Kitten thing, that's, I think it's 3 minutes if you don't expedite it, and instant if you do.
Yes.
It probably costs about $20 to do that.
Right.
So it's not really a big deal.
I did notice that the reclaimer took a good while, even though you paid.
Yeah. Forget what I'll tell you what the Caterpillar is going to do it right now. But yeah, with the expedite, it's still like several minutes.
Hmm. I thought it was like 15.
Well, without the expedite, I think it is. But I think with the
Isn't that like
expedite-
sort of a half an hour, an hour?
Let's see. Let me see. Do it right now. We'll find out. I don't know.
I've had a couple of people really cry out in horror when they crashed because they knew how long it would take. You know?
Alright, so right now it says rented 23 hours, 53 minutes, 56 seconds. It's on the pad. I'm claiming it.
Hmm.
Delivery time 37 minutes, 30 seconds.
Okay.
Filing the claim. Expedite 7 minutes, 42 seconds.
Oh, that's decent.
I thought it was. The only one I ever knew that was really bad was the 890, which is even if you expedited the 890, it's still like over 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So they've reduced the time for sure. I'm sure it was much worse than that before.
Could be.
Yeah. Well, I should do the same then. Caterpillar, claim. Yeah, true. Oh. So let's see. Rocket Man party. Dosh. Okay, so I've managed to by chance do that with a couple of ships. So I do have a couple since earlier in the week. That's nice. Oh, the Buccaneer. You know, I'll just get on with this all over. I'm not very popular, I think, over here now because I'm spawning everything, and then I'm sure they're going to be on the pad for a while.
So did you decide what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to go to a moon, probably in the vicinity here, because I'm expecting the ship expo to change into day 8 any minute. So I don't want to be too far away. I don't
I
want
thought
to
it
just...
wasn't for another 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, right, really? Is that your
is it?
your midnight then, or is...
No, 1400 UTC.
Ah,
I believe that's the time each day.
okay. Well, in that case, I just don't want to end up spawning somewhere else this time. You know my little problem, right?
You still have the crime stat, do you?
I do, unfortunately. So
Well, let's go take care of that first.
we can do, yes. Just let me. Well, just gonna.
Ooh, you know what? Actually, I have to go sell my cargo. I never actually sold my cargo last night.
Oh. Are you in my server now?
Yeah, I'm standing right next to you. Or I
Oh,
was.
excellent, excellent. Sorry, I'm like busy here doing all these funny things with. Where? Oh, there you are. 40.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go back now to see. I think I've got one of my cats here has cargo on it, so I think I'm going to go back to TDD and see if I can sell it. And if not, then is it? Oh, you know what? I think it's actually on Hurston. It is on Hurston. Remember I had that crash where, well, not crash, but I was trying to do the thing where you suicide back
Yes.
to, yeah, and then what happened was I suicided back and ended up here.
Oh.
Even though I had landed on Hurston several times, I ended up back here for some reason.
So in that
That's
case,
what I need to do. I need to go to Hurston.
well, then I can come with you and get shot all over the place.
There
Right.
you go.
And that would solve everything for everybody. Alright, let's see if there's anything more I need to claim here. This, really? Oh, that's weird. The kitten still says rented. Does that not go away then, even if you claim it?
Well, let's, were you able to do it here?
I have claimed a bunch of ships, and I think the ones that are still within the time still show the time. So it's probably after the 24 hours when you actually see
that
the
could be,
results,
that could
you
be.
know?
Let me check and see, because I did get a kitten, and the 24 hours is over. Yes, it is still here, and I do not see a clock on it yet, so that's probably the case.
So then I can claim the Herald as well then.
Sure.
Keep that for later. How do you want to travel in style to Hurston?
Good question. I was just looking at that.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
Sorry?
Do you have a preference? Do you have something in mind?
I don't know. I mean, I guess the bigger the better, you know? But we still want to make it out of here as well, so...
Well, yeah, we have to be able to land in that small area outside of... Because I think with the one crime state, you won't be able to land there either, right?
That's very possible. You may have to drop me off in one of the gates.
That's what I was thinking. I should drop you by gate 4 and then...
Maybe we should drop by a moon and just load up a vehicle so I can drive in to the gate.
Okay. Let's see. So...
How about
something
you?
to a moon... you know what? I've got a constant. I've got a comic.
Okay. Awesome.
Do that.
I love the Connies and I love the Freelancer Max. Those are my modestly
The map.
favorite ships. Because they aren't so cool, you know, if you compare with everything, but I really, really like what they offer for what they are, you know.
Alright, Hangar 4.
Excellent. I'm on
I
your
thought
tail.
the Max I really, really liked. It's a great truck. But now that I have a Miss, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I like that so much more. But I don't use it for cargo, so that's...
Oh,
if you use
okay.
it for cargo, I'd still like the Max. But the Miss is unreal.
Yes. No, I love the Mist too. I mean, but I don't fight, so it doesn't really matter for me. It's the shielding would be a good purpose, but I like the storage for my vehicles. You know, because I want to have fun. I want to stuff the thing with other vehicles, and mostly I just like the cockpit of the Freelancer. It's so nice. You know, room to put your elbows up.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till you can actually detach and fly that.
Oh yeah,
Great.
that'll be good. Is this the Archimedes or is it the Merlin?
That's a Merlin, but I have an Archimedes, and you can put it there.
You can? Can you equip it?
Yes. Well, right now, no, it doesn't work. But when they have the ship-to-ship docking, then yes, you're going to be able to either have a Merlin there or an Archimedes, depending on what you own.
Excellent.
I just feel like I'm going to lose a limb or something coming up this elevator.
So, remind me, are the turrets located on the left in this ship? No, they're by their own, yes, of course.
Yeah.
So the right and left co-pilot seat, do they have any differences?
I don't believe so.
Let's try this one.
Now this was the one. There we go. Repair.
It's
No,
too bad that they've put a screen in your face.
This is the one that's damaged, and it won't repair it.
Oh, really?
Really, I'm gonna have to claim this one.
Okay.
I'll try one more time, but this is the one I couldn't get it to. Yeah, I don't even have the repair option now. We're
What?
still missing an engine.
Huh. You're missing an engine. We missed that little detail when we went on board.
Not much of a pre-flight inspection, huh?
Yeah, for sure. The checklist is out the door in this game. I did try to be disciplined about it, but...
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you need a napkin for that visor?
So you see this over here? Yeah, there's a little something missing over here. What could it be?
Oh, yeah. There we go. An unpopulated area.
Yeah, you know what? The damage state on this thing is actually not so sophisticated. You know, like the other ships, you know, something like that gets blown off, you'll see a huge amount of, you know, broken parts and sparks and all kinds of things going on. This thing just don't have that engine anymore.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's violent when it does happen, but after a while it calms down. But the thing is, when you're inside it, it doesn't act out the damage anymore like it used to.
Right.
It
All
used
the
to
red
be...
lights and sparks and all that.
Right, full circus and smoke and red lights and, you know, you're just waiting for the warning bells to go off. But it's calmed down on that. I wonder why that is. Like, if it has so much margin that it's not important.
I think they were, some of it I think is they've been cutting back on things, excuse me, for performance reasons and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things without the socks in the game is the number of objects that they can have on a given server is just, there's a limit.
Right.
So every time they're adding something new in, they got to find something to take out. All right. 4 minutes, 12 seconds with expedite, about 20 minutes without it.
Oh,
So I have expedited it.
yes.
I also have, not as fast, but I have a Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah, they're nice. I like them.
I'll take that.
Sure. Can I roll on to the back with some kind of vehicle on that?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's for.
Let's do it. I've never done that.
The only thing you can't put in it is a ballista.
Oh, yeah. That will not be required. I would like to take one for a spin, though.
I can
But not
use
now.
that.
But yeah, maybe later on.
Oh, if we're going to a vehicle pad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I just need to get my crime stats sorted. I just don't want to lose track of the mission.
Multi-part mission. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. So where? There we go.
Imagine driving up to the gate in a ballista. Like, yeah, this is my transport between the ship and the gate. I like my big butts.
All right, hangar 6.
Excellent.
now I'm going to get a parking fine for the Constellation.
Yeah. I've had so many fines recently. Even when I tried to be such a good citizen and I parked my buggy on the pad after asking for permission in one of the moons, and they actually lit up the pad and told me to park it there.
Yeah.
Which I did, and it got consumed, I believe. But then I had another vehicle, so I did the same. And after sort of 10 minutes, when I was even off the moon, they started yelling about moving the thing and fined me.
Yep.
Even though it was a legit parking job, you know?
Now they're yelling at me about this one. So I just got fined for the other one, and they've stowed it.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting yelled at about this one.
Really?
Really. There's no point in getting in because it's going to get stowed. We won't be able to get
Okay.
anything.
Wow. We are on the learning curve today.
Just bugs.
Yeah. Well, you know, this, like I say, this never happens in the real normal life because you don't do this. You don't change chips every 5 minutes. You know, you're doing what you're doing, and it's when you start mixing things up.
In the lore of the game, you know, we just asked for a ship by the normal procedure. They delivered it, you know, and they don't give us time enough to even get on it before they take it away, and then we're charged with parking violation, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
All right, watch the magic disappearing ship. Here we go.
Watching.
That was the third warning, so it should be going.
There we go.
Crime committed, parking violation.
Oh, thank you for that, right?
So just trying to get a ship out has cost me $500 and how much time here, plus expedite fees. We still don't have a ship.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, though, I mean, I don't really blame the game so much. I blame ArcCorp. I think ArcCorp has got issues. It's not really like this, you know, everywhere.
True.
I mean, the major cities are so much more prone to issues.
Yeah. Hurston lately has been giving me weird parking things, though, too. It's different than here, but...
Exactly. I don't think that if they had this expo...
Ouch. You see this guy?
Yes.
Ow.
What happened? Which guy? Is there someone up here?
Yeah, well, I've got an NPC who's waist deep into the deck.
Oh, no, I don't see that guy. I saw another guy, a white guy without a helmet. I mean, a white dressed guy. And he walked down here. He was never stuck anywhere in my camera.
Was it an NPC?
Yeah, somebody without a helmet. And he sat down over here in the hangar area. Let's spy on him.
For me, there's a guy right here in the floor.
Oh.
And it's a black guy with black and red clothes and like a uniform. And he's just like standing there looking around, but he's literally waist deep into the deck.
So this is probably the same guy that I'm seeing sitting over here by the hangars.
Probably.
He was right here where you are now when I first saw him.
Wow.
Right, third time's the charm, isn't it?
There you go.
So what are we going to be accessing in the hangar this time?
This should be the Valkyrie for the second time.
Okay.
But this time it should actually stay here because we're starting from scratch. We don't have anything on the pad. So
we've got the mechanics under control.
there we are. We came out on the right side this time.
Oh, yeah, right. So they turned it around as well, right? Or is it just the elevator?
Well, we're in a different hangar this time, so that's probably why. You can get the door there for me?
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Now let's see. This is where you have to climb a ladder.
Yes, sir.
Always. But they've refined the ladder slightly, haven't they? It's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah.
Well, it's not. perfect yet. It's a lot, certainly better than it was, yes.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's okay. I managed in the end. I'm trying to do it in third person, and then you're not exactly lined up properly, so things can happen.
So I think a good option is the upper turret there in the center. Yeah, there you go, right there.
Oh, that's behind the...
Behind the ladder, yeah.
Okay.
Looked to me like you were heading in the right direction, at least.
I was. There's so many nice seats to try.
Oh, there are.
Okay, so let's do the check this time. Good control. Power on, engines on. Clearance.
Flight controls for incorrect.
Excellent. And speed limiter down so we don't jump out of here.
Oh dear.
Whoops. Somebody just...
Fell into... They
Yeah.
landed on top of the hangar.
Wow. So they parked...
When we opened the door, they fell
Yeah,
in.
I know what happened there. I have first-hand experience of that procedure, and it's called
Indeed.
crime stat. What's she gonna do, right?
Really? This appears to be a very nice, guessing sunrise.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Indeed.
Okay, VTOL's aft, and we're climbing.
Wow, and we are climbing. I tell you.
Yeah, we're doing 175 and accelerating.
The interesting thing is the game is still using your front thrusters for some reason.
It does.
Yeah.
Actually, on these ships, if you go like underneath, you'll see that they angle them outward so that the blast doesn't hit the rear engines.
Oh, but I meant the fully front. The rear, I mean the brake thrusters. Yeah.
Oh, the retros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's always odd.
Yeah, they are angled out.
They've improved it quite a bit. They actually have made it much better.
It makes a nice light show anyway.
Indeed.
Your cockpit is consumed with hot flames. It's like dazzling.
Well, see, I'm not actually seeing that now. To me, it's only going aft. I'm
Right.
not seeing anything forward. But yes, I do love that in the ship when you retro thrust, how those flames come right up past the cockpit. Quite dramatic. Alrighty, so I say we jump over to one of the Hurston moons, because I know those better.
Sure.
And also, I think that'd be maybe even a little shorter trip.
I love Ariel. I think it's such a nice and warm and fuzzy place. I don't like the short distance that you can see.
Yeah.
It's
quite
very
light and
foggy
hazy,
or
so it's
yeah,
very,
hazy.
very difficult.
But I love the color scheme. You know, the warm feeling.
That's why I like reshade.
Oh,
It's actually helped that quite a bit. It's like
Tell
having some
me.
sunglasses.
I've used reshade on other games, but not here. So what's the result that you'll get?
Well, for me, I'm using the iAdjust and the fake HDR, and by using those two together, it cuts down on that haze effect. It makes it where it's not quite so horribly bright. Oh, there's a Pisces above us here that's red. You want to kill it? I'm kidding. He's not bothering us. We won't bother him.
Sure. I don't even see him.
He just flew right overhead.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw him for a moment.
I think he jumped. Because all of a sudden he's not on my screen, just vanished.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so, anyways, but then in darker areas, the eye adjust thing works really well. It'll actually adjust the light, and so it's like better contrast, right?
Mm. Okay. Well, do you have presets then for your reshader?
I think you can export that, can't you?
I mean,
I'm
don't you have to
totally,
download them first, or are they in the program already?
I'm using the default preset. I did
Okay.
not find one for Star Citizen. Maybe there is one. I don't know. I created one.
Mm.
So all I have to do is just give you that file, right?
It's been a while. I can't really remember how that works.
Yeah, I
As
think
far
I'm
as
looking at the directory structure here. Sorry. It looks like I just give you default preset.ini and you just drop it in that folder.
yeah, I mean, I don't remember that bit about adding the presets. I seem to remember you just chose the game and it rolled out a couple of choices for you. But it could have been involving a process where you needed to actually get the presets from somewhere.
Could be. I just have a great big long list of different effects I can use, and then there's a default for each one, but you have to adjust it based on the game and your monitor and
Oh,
things like that.
okay. Well, that would be interesting to try out.
It's not difficult.
Mm. It launches with the game, right? It just adds
It
on top.
does.
Mm.
Yeah, and then you hit the home key on your keyboard to bring up the menu that you can adjust it. You can do that anytime you want.
Right.
Another thing I was reading about was people talking about turning off the Microsoft game overlay and also turn off any other like Steam or anything. Any overlays you're not using in the game, make sure those programs are not running in the background. And I think that has improved my frame rates a bit.
So, would it be enough by just disabling in the program, in the software, not to display the OSD, or do you have to actually turn everything off?
Well, I think it depends on the program, but I would recommend turning it off. And for um, a lot of them, what you do is, well, like Windows, you go to the settings for the game overlay, you just turn them off. That's fine. In Steam, you have to go into Steam and tell it not to start Steam at all when you start your computer, so it doesn't do the automatic startup.
Okay, yeah.
Origin, I think, has one like that, and I found a couple of them. I've got a release for GeForce Experience, and then what's the new thing? Not Afterburner, but the new one they've got now for speeding up your NVIDIA card for adjusting the settings. You know what I mean? The overclocking utility.
Yes,
They
I'm
call
using that for.
it. Is that X1 now? Yeah, I'm using that one. So any of those could potentially have overlays. So make sure you turn those OSDs off in those.
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me.
I think I
Sorry.
have that under control as far as I know.
Nice.
I'm using a short hotkey for my statistics if I need them, and they'll just come up in the corner. That's good to know when you're troubleshooting or you want to know what's going on with the temperatures.
Yeah.
And I loved having that, just readily available. I'm sure it takes a little bit of CPU, but I can't be that bad. I think the main gain is not to have them on screen all the time.
The only ones I have on the screen now that I keep up consistently is Discord, because I just find that so handy. And
Right.
then I've got the one little frame rate indicator from the GeForce Experience, because I like that one. It's very easy to see, and you can set the color and position well.
Mm.
And it's just simple. It's just I'm looking at it right now. It says 30. It just tells me the frames. That's it.
Okay.
So it's very unobtrusive.
Yeah, I've had issues because I'm using an overlay. It seems that it's not letting other overlays in as well.
That can be a problem. Yes.
I don't seem to be able to launch the Discord overlay.
Yeah, I was having trouble when I was using the old Afterburner for the NVIDIA card, that overlay, and Discord at the same time. That would not work. I mean, maybe there's a way, but I could never figure it out.
Okay. And then there's the problem when you do the keybinds and it picks up some hoters or something and expects that to be your keybind. Keypad 27, I wonder what that is.
Oh, yeah, they can certainly conflict with each other.
That was a quick journey.
It's not too bad. These are not super fast in quantum, but they're not terrible either.
Yeah. Maybe
it's a nice balance of atmosphere and quantum in these, I think.
Right. And what's the distance between ArcCorp and Hurston?
Give me a sec. That would be 23 million rounded up. 22,882. 22,882,000, or almost 23 million.
I see. I think that went quite quickly.
Yeah.
Am I looking at Ariel then? Straight ahead. It looks very familiar.
Yep.
Cool.
That's our next jump.
The Yellow Planet. With its very interesting lakes of powdery mush that's very shiny.
Now, just for comparison, I'm going to go ahead and stream so that if you want to see what I'm seeing through Reshade, we should be able to see that.
Cool, let's try it. I don't know how to display that over my stream as well. It's seems to be stuck on the game, not on the screen.
You can't do. Okay. Which stream are you?
Well, I'm using YouTube via Streamlabs, and the thing is with Streamlabs, sometimes if you fiddle with what it's supposed to be focusing on, it can lose track of what to stream. So I'm really careful about amending it while I'm streaming. I might lose the game. But I'm seeing what you're seeing on my other screen here.
So, looking at that then, how would that compare to what you're seeing on your screen?
At the moment, it's very similar. I would say it's no difference right now.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. Not what I can tell.
There's a caterpillar on the ground up here. Appears to be friendly.
Oh. Maybe I need to be on top of that. Can't say this turret is very good for visual inspections.
Well, actually, for ground targets, the lower turrets or the remote side turrets are much better. Oh, I said lower turrets. There's one lower turret, and then there's the two chairs that are up there on the upper deck are the remote side turrets. They're actually fantastic.
Oh.
They articulate all the way around, even under the ship. So for ground targets, you can't really beat those.
I see.
There's another ship departing. That's him? That's him. Sorry, I got too many markers on the screen here. I couldn't see him. Yeah. He's just flying out. He's off to our right. 3,000 meters.
Right.
All right. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. VTOL's down, landing gear down. 3 green.
Lakes.
However many it is.
3 green lakes.
No. Try.
Shouldn't it be
Alright,
4
and
green on this one?
4 green, yes, exactly. There we go. Field in sight. I'm going to assume that this is an uncontrolled airport.
Yeah, for sure.
Space work.
Or you would have a real bitter person in the control tower.
That's right. Where are the vehicle pads here? Oh, they have there. Is that it? In the side there?
I like the shadow.
Yeah, this is the one I was at the other night.
Yep, the small one, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to get out and mess around with different vehicles. So I came here the other night and I was spawning all kinds of things.
Mm.
It's like,
Have you ever tried to get one of those hovercrafts in the back of this?
not recently. I remember the one time I did try it, which was probably 3.4, 3.5. It was kind of glitchy, but it was possible.
Mm.
I wanted to hop around quite a bit, but I think it maybe works better now.
Huh, you really? You want to try?
Sure. There's
Okay.
plenty of room in here. We can put lots of stuff in here. There we go.
Alright, nice landing.
Thank you.
See if I can exit here.
Yeah, try one of these side guns up here real quick, just to see what I'm talking about. If you'd like.
Sure. Is this over here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you get in the seat, and then after you get in the seat, you'll see there'll be an option for enter remote turret.
Mm-hmm. Power on.
Oh yeah. Power on first, sorry.
There we go. Yeah, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah, I
view out
like
of
that.
thing is crazy good, and those are actually pretty powerful guns. So
Awesome. Yeah, they're so flexible every direction. I like.
let's see, what am I running on this one at the moment?
I've got a lousy frame rate now because of streaming you and me on 2 screens, and I'm just thinking I want to walk outside and compare the difference until then I'll probably cancel the dual streaming.
I'll turn it off then. This is the one thing on this ship not only is this ladder a pain, but if somebody actually gets on this ship trying to defend it, it's really tough.
Oh, right.
Now, you know, this has, sorry. Oh, are we up a little? Yeah, we are. It's not perfectly flat here. Why isn't the little extension piece coming out here? That's what it is. This little bit on the bottom is supposed to pop out, isn't it?
So I'm seeing placeholders for the dust around your feet. Do you have anything weird
Yeah.
looking? Yeah?
I see the same.
So
If I walk
that's
backwards right now, yeah, I'm putting little placeholders on the ground.
yeah, that's not your reshader issue. That's probably from the game.
Yeah, I see the same thing with you.
Yeah.
I've seen that too on Hurston. There's some places where you'll see some of the textures are missing.
Right. Okay, so let's compare views.
Let
Now
me get
let's
right next to you here, so I get the same exact one.
Yeah, I can see that it's a bit lighter on your screen, and you can see further. There's a slight difference. Mine is more yellow.
Well, you have to play around with it, and so I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I'm going to try. Can you see the overlay?
Yeah, I can see it, but it's tiny, obviously, for me.
Right, okay. Alright, so, hang on, I gotta get out of... I didn't have a cursor. There it is, okay. So, if I turn the HDR effect on and off, you can see the difference that's making.
Yeah.
And then this is the eye adaptation. This is more subtle, but you can certainly control how much of it you want. So if I were to come down here and check that box, now I have access to settings, and I go to eye adaptation, and here we go. So you see we've got the overall strength, the radius. So this has more of an effect as far as, I think, it's just using more the center of the image to control it versus using lots of different things to control it, more of the screen. I think it works better when it's more center focused, honestly. And then you got the strengths, and I had this turned down because when I had this darkening on the midtones, originally it was like 0.2 and I was getting too much of it. But I wonder if I should reduce this a little better.
Are you facing in a different direction when you're doing that?
I am. Well, I'm using track IR, so right now I'm actually looking at you with track IR. If I just turn the track IR off, I can't while I'm in this menu. So let me show you the fake HDR here real quick. So like this is set at 7.74, right? So look, this has a huge effect.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And
that's like gamma.
It's like gamma. And then this one seems to be more like the brightness.
Oh wow, yeah. Exposure.
Right. Yeah, and that can make a huge difference.
Mm.
And so I've been playing around with the balance of those two. And then I also added in this levels plus because what I found was the gamma was still too hot. This just gives me a gamma control directly here, so I could just change this one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I wanted to warm the colors up a little bit to like that.
Wow.
Because if I turn that off, it's very...
Right.
I thought that was too much. That was too hot.
Hmm.
And hey, it's all fiction anyway. So I hit home and boom, there we go. Now just vanishes on the screen altogether.
Right. Cool.
All right. Well, I'll stop the stream then, so we get your frames as good as we can.
Yeah.
And mine too, for that matter.
Wow, that was a big difference. Now let's see. Hello, kitty.
Seriously? Oh, no. Of course.
Pad 1. I wonder how I'm going to find pad 1 in this complicated area.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Man, that thing is bright pink on this pad. Holy cow. I'm going for something a little more practical here.
Yeah, I don't even know if this is gonna work. I know how hard it used to be, so I'm expecting it to be similar. Well, what was that
I'm
thing?
interested to see the experiment, and then I'm gonna show you my little toy there. Which again, we can't get on the ship. It's just. You see better from up here.
Oh, right, there it is. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go.
It's
I
like
forgot
riding
to.
a horse.
Yeah, exactly. It's bucking. That's the thing, right? You need to do your checklist every single time, or it will do this. Okay, we've zeroed out all of our controls. It does have a speed limiter. That's handy to know. It's actually decent.
That's wonderful. It's not bad, yeah. It's not bad at all.
Oh. And do I need to stop it in a special position here, or?
Hang on a second. I'll show you the trick here. Ooh. Now you know how far forward you're supposed to go.
Okay.
And then just put it off to the side either way. So we have room for another something in here.
Mm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, maybe not. Maybe not. Bring it back. Oh no, don't roll over. Don't roll over. Oh no. Come on, baby. There we go. Uh-oh.
I turned off the engine for it to...
Yep.
I'm not sure what I hit there. Is there anything?
Yeah, this, just the deck, the front of this engine hit the deck.
Oh.
I think it may have damaged the grav lab maybe on that, I'm not sure.
Let me try again.
Go ahead.
Tell me when.
Yeah.
I don't think I...
now.
It's...
No.
I can't get any closer than this, apparently.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Alright. No, that's alright. You just wanted something to get in with. I was just gonna see if we could put... Well, you know what? There's room in here for an ox.
Oh, excellent. I love those.
You wanna see the ballista first?
Yeah. Just want to see my parking job here. It's quite long.
They're surprisingly big.
Would you be able to fire a missile here, or is this...
No.
No, it's armistice.
Well, it's an armistice zone, and even if we got out, the targeting on these things is kind of bugged. And
So you have to have
watch.
a target?
Yeah, you got to be able to target.
Okay.
They may have fixed it. I don't know. I haven't tried recently. Now you got to watch these doors because these things, you got to get pretty close to open it. But watch when it opens.
Right. Bang.
If you're in front of that when it comes down, and like, man, you're gonna have a headache.
Yeah.
There's actually a button on the side over here. I guess you meant to stand on that side. I don't know.
I see.
So.
Wow, it's dark in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire it up so we get some light.
There we go. Okay. So this is the virtual seat.
Yeah, that's the missile control is from that seat. pretty much works just like you have in a ship. You know, you have to be able to target something, get a lock, all that.
How does that look on your end?
Well, looks to me like you're watching television. There's a screen in front of you, and you got your arms on the sides, and you're just staring straight forward.
I'm sitting on the floor with my arms above my shoulders.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Let me try again.
That's so wild because that's not at all what I saw.
Yeah, it's weird.
You might want to turn your flashlight off there.
Is it on?
Yeah, I think so. I saw some light coming from your helmet. I assume that's what it was.
Oh, I think this helmet is quite special. It reflects very much when there's a light source in the vicinity.
Huh.
Yeah, it really glows and shines. I'm good now. There's no flashlight.
Okay.
Alright, there's so many buttons.
Yeah, maybe
here.
that's what that was, that overhead light there.
Yeah, probably. Ah, yes, look at this. Whoop. Oh, okay, I can't use F when I'm in there.
Really?
Yeah, then that takes me out immediately, so it's gonna be hard to zoom in.
Try clicking your scroll wheel on your mouse.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
clicking on it. You actually click it down.
If I click it, I activate my in-game voice.
Oh, you have it mapped different. Okay.
But I've not removed a map, so it should be dual mapped then, but it doesn't actually do anything.
Okay.
I see 4, 5, 6 missiles, I think.
There's, what is it? 2 size 3s, and yeah, I think it's 4 size 1s, so that sounds about right. Is it 4 or 6 size 1s? I can't remember.
My kitten is red. I'm not gonna try though.
I'm not sure. Yeah, well, I guess it would probably target that. I don't know. Oh yeah, I got it too here. As soon as I got in the seat, she goes, bogey.
I've left my mark on it. I'm a dangerous person.
And there we go. Okay.
So, do you want to get on our way? I may have something coming up later on here.
Yeah, let's do that. Because actually, I was just looking. I've got to stop in about an hour.
Okay.
And you want to get back and be able to see the expo at some point, right?
Yeah, I might have to do that my evening. I may have something booked in between.
And then let's just go ahead and leave, right? Ooh, sorry. Flipped
Oh.
into you there.
Yeah.
I thought you were going the other direction, and I zigged when I should have zagged.
Right. Okay. So let me look out the side here.
Oh, you're going for that view. Okay, excellent. All right, ready for departure.
I am. How do I power this thing up?
There's a spot, it's more to the right, I think. There's a specific spot you have to look at.
Okay.
It's not right on the gun, it's off to the side, if I remember.
I see. Here we go.
Jumping to HRSA.
Okay.
Interdicted.
Of course.
Bogey.
That's an interesting camera view I've got here. Does not really work.
So we got patrols, but they had some nine tails they were dealing with.
Okay.
So I was able to outrun them without any problem.
Excellent.
Quantum is still jammed though.
What?
Yeah, Quantum is still jammed.
Oh, I see.
I'm just waiting for that to clear.
I'll be AFK for a minute.
Alrighty.
BRB.
Quantum drive is now off.
So let's see. Gets back over this corner if I remember correctly. Again, do you remember? Are you there? Do you remember, is it this corner or is it more off to the left?
Now let's see, where are we? Oh, there's a gate to our left. It's
I'm looking for gate 4.
Oh,
Which there's a gate right here. I just can't remember which one it is. I don't see any IDs on it. Do you?
unable to zoom in enough.
Okay.
Gate 4, is that the one that's sort of south?
I don't remember. That's 6.
Okay.
I was able to zoom in enough. I'm not sure about the armistice zone here.
So here I would say it begins near the pipes below us. You'd have to park around the corner there. I mean, the pipes on your left.
Oh.
That's where the armistice probably begins. Straight across there somewhere. It's flat, straight up here. From
Oh, here it is right here. Yeah.
Hmm.
I just finally spotted it.
Okay. VTOLs are up.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to go forward a little bit faster here, so I changed them.
Okay.
I don't see it here. Yeah, I think we're okay here. See if we can find something reasonably flat here. It's an interesting area around here. I haven't actually explored around Gate 6 outside too much. No. Oh gosh. That looks a little bit better. Let's try this. Yeah, that looks like it'll work perfectly. Okay, I'm going to open the exterior. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Sure. I love that
All right. Well,
little procedure you do with your arms when you get out of the seat.
yeah.
Looks like you're about to do a ballerina dance or a move. Arms straight out. I'm gonna do a pirouette. Everybody look.
All right. Well, I'll see you off for your execution.
Yeah.
It was
What's
nice
the last walk?
There you go.
Now let's see. First, I'm gonna come out of here live. Flight ready.
Check and make sure. Nope, you do not have a bounty. Oh my goodness. That was a bit rocky.
Now let's see
Looks like you're fine now.
if I. Yeah, I can limit my strafing speed like this. Ooh.
That's it.
It's looking good, right?
Beautiful. I even like the gravlevs or whatever you call them, the repulsors on the bottom, you can actually see the field under a little bit of blur and distortion there.
Let me see.
It's really cool.
I need to manipulate my camera. Yeah, right.
It only seems to do it when you're actually moving them, because now I don't see it. Just like yaw left or something, just wiggle a little bit. No, that's not doing it. Yeah, here. Go forward maybe? Just slow. Yeah, when you were getting off, I could see it very visibly, and now I don't. Maybe it has to do with proximity to the ground or something. I don't know. Alrighty. Well, anyways.
What was your purpose with Hurston today? You were going to sell something, right?
Yeah, I need to go back in there, and I'm going to land in the hangar and go to the CBD and sell my cargo, and then take it from there, I guess. I don't really know after that.
Yeah. I'm going to check my phone for everything. It's been beeping non-stop for a while.
But
See
you're here.
what's going on. Yeah, let's go on our last drive. Let's try and see where we are. So we are at the gate, but
You should be near gate 6.
yeah, we need to go around the corner over here.
Right.
Well, thanks for the lift.
My pleasure.
I'll say hi to you, from you to the guards. Delivery of the villain.
Yeah,
Let's
tell
see.
them I want my pay.
Yeah. It's nice and flat here. You can do a speed run.
Like I said, I haven't really explored out here much. I'd like to come try it out. It looks really interesting. What I need to do is come out here like what I'm doing right now, you know, and survey more with a ship like this, and then figure out places I'd want to go on the ground. Oh goodness, that's right there. Holy cow.
Now let's see here if I can. I don't have any HUDs, so I'm gonna use my Mobi. See. Lorville Gate 6. I am prohibited. I should have known. Who cares?
My God, you're tiny. Wow. I'm as low as I can get, which
Oh,
is
let me
not
see.
very, and I'm zoomed in on you, and I can barely see the shape of your ship.
Where are you now?
Overhead, if you were facing away from the gate,
Oh.
it'd be to the left a little bit.
Yeah, I see you. You look just like those signposts up there. Yeah, this will be interesting. We're moments away. Let's park up. Hope we get stored. I'm obstructing the landing pad. Excellent. Nobody's here.
There's no guards outside.
No.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, indeed. Don't worry, soon I'll have another crime stat, I think.
Parking violation.
Yeah,
Love it.
see if we can find somebody. Oh, I just died. I guess they were here without me seeing them.
Really?
I guess so.
Okay. I'm just glad I managed to do this without myself getting a crime stat for harboring a fugitive.
Yeah. Maybe they've got snipers sitting on the roof now.
Yes.
I heard the shots hit me, and then I died. I didn't hear anyone shooting, or I didn't see anyone.
I'll be darned. So,
Now-
where are you?
I don't know. The thing is with these when I die during the expo, I always get the black screen and I never get back to the bed. 9 times out of 10.
Oh my gosh. That's
I'm not
horrible.
sure whether that's a server thing that I have to wait it out, you know. It just doesn't do anything when I die. It just goes black. And I've got the menu. I can, you know, check my options.
Huh.
But it doesn't really go anywhere, you know.
I've been getting this thing where when I first get into the pilot seat in a ship, I have to wait. And sometimes it's like 10 or 20 seconds before it'll unfreeze and I can actually move around. I
Yeah.
can see everything, but it locks up.
I have that too.
If it just wait a bit, then it goes away.
I think the servers are overloaded for some strange reason. I don't see any people, so I don't know why there'd be such a strain.
Right?
It's like there's a dependency between the servers that's not keeping up, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe this server now has to tell the login server about what happened and then wait for a response or whatever, and before it can actually authorize me to resurrect somewhere else. But there has to be some
Seems
kind
like
of
it would
sync.
make sense.
Yeah, I mean, because
Well,
all the other
yeah.
servers need to be aware of where I was last known, you know?
Right.
I'm guessing that's where the problem lies. They've got too many servers running and just the normal amount of coordination trying to tell every server where to put people. So I'm gonna have to relaunch the game. I'm gonna try exit the menu first, see what happens. Or, you know what I could try? I could try and kill my launcher just to see if it takes me back. See where I end up then. Let's see. Launcher. End.
I love this ship that it has a window that looks down, like between your feet. Makes it so much easier to see what you're doing near the ground. So you can actually land this without going third person.
That is awesome. I love that stuff. That's the biggest hurdle when you're in a cockpit that's contained and very small windows. You know, that's how difficult to land.
Yep.
You would, in real life, you would need a spotter for that. You know, like somebody who's actually leading you.
Yeah, for sure.
And I guess it would be alright if you had somebody on your side that you could watch and they were like waving their, you know, their tools around. What's that called?
With the wands, you mean? Landing officer?
Yeah,
Deck officer? That
right,
kind of thing? Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
The landing signal officer also.
Okay, so I can confirm that the killing the launcher has helped. It's given me the option to relaunch into the game, into the same server.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for it to load, and obviously we've got a similar situation every time we load a game, waiting for, I'm guessing, the coordination server to authorize me.
I'm just trying to find out where you are and if you got your crime stat cleared.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going to give it a shot to ingest my breakfast here. I'll be AFK for 1 minute. And I'll come back and see what happens.
I'm gonna go get myself a cup of coffee, so I will be AFK as well.
Awesome. See you soon.
Alright. Oh, I see you.
Yeah, I am back on ArcCorp
Indeed.
with a lousy frame rate.
Great.
And somebody's mad because their ship won't refuel.
I see that.
I do have a new issue though, the purple band that goes through the horizontal lane.
Oh my God.
It's not terrible, but I've never seen that one before. Normally it's much more severe.
Admiral gets that all the time for some reason. I think I've only ever had it once or twice.
I see.
Not sure what the difference is. Why?
No.
Now, just to confirm, you've cleared your crime stat, right?
Let's see. Yes, it's cleared.
Wonderful. Finally, mission accomplished.
Right. And I think I know why the frame rate's so bad. I mean, the place is crawling with running players.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying crawling, but I've only seen 3 or 4, but that's 3 or 4 more than I've ever seen. I'm sure there are a ton of people here now.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see them run off into the wrong corridors and everything. They're gonna be along in about 10 minutes. Oh, good. I've got invisible trains again. Whoa.
You are having some really strange texture issues there, my friend.
Yeah, and I've deleted my shader folder again. I
Wow.
can't tell you what the problem would be. It has to be memory related.
Okay, but video memory or system memory?
Not sure. I mean, I would assume system memory, because my video memory is not. It's hardly utilized. I'm using 5.5, 7, 6 gigs maybe.
Yeah.
It's not, you know. But I am on the limit for the RAM all the time. Must be a related issue.
You have 16, you said?
Yeah. I think that, you know, I wouldn't have a problem if I were not using Streamlabs, because it is quite consuming.
Mm-hmm. That could very well be.
I never have any issues when I'm not. That said, never is probably not the right term. But yeah, let me see while we're here. Got people running into this train, and as soon as they enter the train, they just fall backwards beside me and disappear. That's very interesting. I wonder where they go here.
No, why haven't they upgraded my my other ship here? I've got I've got 3 Pisces. I've got one that came with the Carrack, and I bought 2. The one that came with the Carrack, I bought the upgrade for, and I still don't have the upgrade. I didn't have the ship at all at first. At least now I even have it, but I'm really surprised I don't have the upgrade.
Your video has been blocked.
What?
Copyright.
Oh, come on.
Claimed by Merlin. We'll see. I'll have to look into it.
Well, I didn't write.
So, yes, about that messages. Huh. I saw the guy now moving in this direction. That's weird.
Upgraded. What did I upgrade in this? Oh, this should be, yeah, Carrot with Pisces Expedition, but I don't see the upgrade. What? I'll be AFK for a second.
Right. Alright, this will be interesting to see where this guy takes off to when he goes onto the train. Just because that now the train is there. Interesting.
So I know I bought that upgrade and I know I applied it, now I just don't see it at all. And I don't know, did they melt it or something? I don't understand what happened here.
Who knows? So I have obviously had to retitle the stream to Losing the Crime Stat, because that's what happened. And I'm out of time, unfortunately, because I've got another thing planned here. So I'm going to have to revisit the Expo Day 8. And have a good one, and perhaps I'll see you later.